Okay. Quick sound check. Test, test, test. Test, 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 test. Test, 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 test. Test, 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 test. Test, test. Test, test. Okay. All right. Checking the YouTube camera, making sure it's set up. Okay. So we're going to start in just a couple of minutes here. So find your comfortable spot, and we'll begin in just a few minutes. All right. So for those of you joining on Facebook, we also broadcast this on YouTube, so you're more than welcome to join us on YouTube. Just go to youtube.com and search for D. Tarver or Relax and Revive, and you'll see us there live at the same time every Monday through Friday at 7 p.m. So we're just waiting a minute here for my mother to show up. So enjoy the calm music while we're waiting. Find your comfortable spot to sit in. You can sit with your legs crossed or your legs straight, however you feel comfortable. And we typically begin with breathing, focusing on our breath, tuning into our body, stilling our mind by focusing on our breath. So we'll begin by inhaling through our nose and exhaling through our mouth. As you inhale, try and fill your lungs completely with air. And as you exhale, imagine you're fogging a mirror with your breath. Inhale when you're ready and exhale when you're ready. As you inhale, allow your abdomen to expand. And as you exhale, allow your navel to contract toward your spine. Focus on your breath. With each inhale, feel your spine getting longer as your head reaches for the ceiling on the inhale. And as you exhale, relax your shoulders. Feel the earth under you, grounding your body on the exhale. Now, in the next inhale, we're going to inhale and raise our hands above our head. If you need to, you can raise your hands to cactus position, but if you can raise your hands above your head, go ahead and raise them on the inhale. And when you're ready to exhale, lower your arms and hands back down. Breathing through our nose now on both the inhale and the exhale. Try and synchronize your movement with your breath. Inhaling as you lift your arms and hands, exhaling as you lower. Try and sit up straight and lift your chest on the inhale. Now, on the next inhale, when you're ready to exhale, we're going to turn our torso to the right side as you exhale and lower your arms and hands down, breathing through your nose. When you're ready to inhale, turn your torso back to the center. And when you're ready to exhale, turn to the opposite side as you lower your arms and hands down. Continue moving with your breath, inhaling our hands up and exhaling down, alternating sides on the exhale. One more time on each side, and when you're done, bring your hands in front and breathe naturally through your nose. Now from here, we're going to bring our hands together in front of us and interlace our fingers. Move your forearms together and lift your elbows. And then we're going to make a circle with our knuckles toward the ceiling as we slowly rotate, flexing our wrists as much as we can, breathing through our nose. Now notice the direction of the circle you're making and move in the opposite direction. And then pause, release your fingers, and bring your hands together in front of your chest in prayer posture. Relax your shoulders, relax your elbows, and breathe through your nose in this balancing mudra. Now straighten your arms out again in front of you with the palms of your hands facing each other. And we're going to inhale through our nose, allowing our wrists to guide our hands back as far as we can reach. And then exhale, pointing the fingers away, bringing our wrists back together again. Breathing through our nose. Inhaling, flexing your wrists as much as you can with your fingers pointing in. And when you're ready to exhale, coming back, fingers pointing away as you bring your wrists back together. Flexing your wrists as much as you can on the inhale, moving your arms back as far as you can. And on the exhale, coming back with your wrists touching. Follow your breath. Breathing through your nose. One more time. And then bring your hands back together in prayer posture in front of your chest. Now from here, we're going to inhale and lift our hands as far up as you can, reaching up on the inhale, and then exhale, coming back down to prayer posture. But at the end of the exhale, point your fingertips down toward the ground, flexing your wrists as much as you can. When you're ready to inhale, reaching up as far as you can reach. And again on the exhale, coming back down. Breathing through our nose, flexing our wrists, pointing our fingertips down. Moving with your breath. One more time. And when you're done, bring your hands together in prayer posture. Okay, now from here, we're going to get up into tabletop position on all fours. We're going to place our hands under our shoulders, spread your fingers wide, separate your knees. Make sure your knees are under your hips. Check that your index fingers are facing forward. Rotate your shoulders so that your elbows are facing your thighs and your biceps are facing forward. We're going to do cat-cow. Focus on moving your head last. So when we inhale, we're going to arch our lower spine and then lift our head while keeping our arms straight. On the exhale, we don't move our head first. We arch our upper back as we pull our navel in toward our spine and then lower our head. On the inhale, arch your lower spine and then lift your head. On the exhale, pull your navel in, tighten your gluteals as you arch your upper back toward the ceiling and then lower your head. Try and move with your breath. Focus on synchronizing your movement with your breath. Keep your arms still, flex your spine as much as you can. Remember on the exhale to pull your navel in and tighten your gluteals. One more time in each direction. And when you're done, pause with your neck and spine parallel to the floor. Now from here, pull your navel in toward your spine, and we're going to walk our hands forward into puppy pose. So keeping your hips above your knees, lowering your torso and forehead down to the mat, opening up your shoulders, pushing the floor away with your hands, and breathing through your nose. And then pull your navel in toward your spine as you slowly walk your hands back to tabletop position. Now from here, we're going to step our left foot forward into a lower left lunge. And when you're ready, bring your hands up into prayer posture in front of your chest. Check that your left knee is above your left ankle. Relax your shoulders. Breathe through your nose. If you'd like, you can move your arms near your ears and reach your hands up toward the ceiling. And if your hands are above your head, inhale, reaching up. And exhale, bring your hands back to prayer posture in front of you. And then from here, we're going to make a circle with our hands as we inhale and exhale, tilting our torso and hands down to the floor next to our left foot. Push the floor away as we pull our left foot back, and then bring our right foot forward into a lower right lunge. Check that your right knee is above your right ankle, and when you're ready, bring your hands up to prayer posture in front of your chest. Breathing through your nose. And if you'd like, you can move your arms near your ears and reach your hands up toward the ceiling. If your hands are above your head, inhale, reaching up. And exhale, bring them back to prayer posture in front of you. And then inhale as you make a circle with your hands. Exhale, tilting forward, placing your hands on the floor. Push the floor away as you pull your right foot back. We're going to spread our knees, bring our feet together, and sit back in child's pose, lowering our hips to our heels, lowering our torso and forehead down to the mat, relaxing our forearms, breathing through our nose. Now lift your head, straighten out your arms, and come back up to tabletop position. And from here, we're going to step our right foot forward into a lower right lunge. When you're ready, come on up with your hands in prayer posture, breathing through your nose. Now from here, we're going to actually straighten out our front leg and bring our hands down to the floor. You can stay on your fingertips, or if you need a book or a block or something, you can do that. And move keeping your right leg straight. We're just going to breathe through our nose, inhaling and exhaling, relaxing our torso over our right leg. Keeping the left knee under our left hip, and then bend your right foot again so that you're in a right lunge, and come back up with your hands in prayer posture. Inhale, reach your hands up toward the ceiling. Exhale, bring them down to the floor next to your right foot, keeping the left hand on the ground. We're going to inhale our right hand up toward the ceiling and breathe, reaching our fingertips toward the ceiling. And then inhale, reaching up. Exhale, bring your right hand back down. Push the floor away as we bring our left foot forward into a lower left lunge. When you're ready, bring your hands up into prayer posture. Check that your left knee is above your left ankle. Take a moment to just breathe through your nose. And now we're going to straighten out our left leg, bring our hands down, and relax your torso as much as you can over your left leg, inhaling and exhaling through your nose. And then you can pull your left foot back so that your knee is bent into a lower left lunge again with your hands in prayer posture. And then inhale, reach your hands up toward the ceiling. Exhale, bring your hands down to the floor, keeping your right hand on the floor, your right arm straight. Inhale, your left hand straight up toward the ceiling, reaching your fingertips toward the ceiling. Inhaling and exhaling through your nose. You can look up at your hand if you'd like, or if you want to look out to the side or down, whichever you're comfortable doing. Try and keep your left knee over your left ankle. And then inhale, reaching up, and exhale, bring your left hand down to the floor. And we're going to push the floor away as we pull our left foot back, spread our knees, and sit back in child's pose again, lowering our hips to our heels, breathing through our nose. Now lift your head, straighten out your arms, and come back up to tabletop position. And then from here, we're going to stand up onto our feet, keeping our knees bent. And then inhale as we stand up, palms together above our head, and exhale our hands down by our side. Now coming to the front of your mat, separate your feet 4 or 5 inches apart. And then from here, we're going to inhale our hands above our head and then exhale them down. Feel the ground below your feet. Try and balance your weight on the pads of your feet evenly. Again, inhale, reaching up. And this time we're going to pull our navel in as we bend forward and swan dive down, placing our hands on the outside of our feet. Bend your knees and gently alternate bending your knees, stretching the backs of your legs. Inhale, coming up halfway. And relax down. Relax your neck and shoulders. Place your hands on the outside of your feet and step your right foot back. Keeping your left knee bent over your left ankle. When you're ready, inhale up into Warrior One with your hands in prayer posture in front of your chest. So check that your left knee is bent over your left ankle. Right leg is straight. Breathing through your nose. And if you'd like, you can move your arms near your ears and reach your hands up toward the ceiling. If your hands are above your head, inhale, reaching up. And exhale, bring them back to prayer posture. And this time we're going to inhale and reach our hands up toward the ceiling or into cactus position if you can't reach your hands up. And then turn our torso, adjust our right foot, turn our hips to fit, keep your arms above your head, and check that your torso, your hips are all facing the right side of the room. You can adjust your right foot, keeping the left knee bent over the left ankle, and then lower your arms parallel to the floor. Turn your head to gaze out over your left fingertips. Breathing through your nose. Imagine you're bringing your shoulder blades together behind you as you lift your chest. Breathing through your nose. And then from here, we're going to straighten out our left leg. And inhale as we reach forward and lower our left hand down to our left shin. Take your right hand to your right hip. And then turn your torso to the right side of the room. Trying to move our torso parallel to the floor. And from here, if you'd like, you can lift your right arm, but you don't have to. You can keep it down. And if you want to go further, you can lower your left hand down to the floor into full triangle pose. Breathing through your nose. You can look straight ahead to the right side of the room or up at your hand pointing toward the ceiling. Breathing through your nose. And then inhale as you bend your left knee, bringing your arms back parallel to the floor in Warrior Two. Gazing out over our right fingertips. And then inhale as you swing your right arm, your hips, and your torso to face forward. Reach your hands up toward the ceiling. Exhale as you tilt your torso forward. Place your hands on the outside of your left foot. Step your right foot forward. Inhale up halfway. And relax down. Relax your neck and shoulders. Take a moment to bend your knees, alternating, stretching the backs of your legs. And then bend your knees as you inhale. Reach your hands up above your head and exhale your hands down by your side. Inhale, reaching up. And we're going to pull our navel in as we swan dive down, hands to the outside of our feet. Take a moment to just bend your knees again. And then inhale, coming up halfway, neck and spine parallel to the floor. Exhale, relaxing down. Place your hands on the outside of your feet and step your left foot back, keeping your right knee bent over your right ankle. When you're ready, come on up into Warrior One with your hands in prayer posture in front of your chest. Breathing through your nose. And if you'd like, you can move your arms near your ears and reach your hands up toward the ceiling. If your hands are above your head, inhale, reaching up. And exhale, bring them back to prayer posture in front of your chest. Now from here, we're going to inhale and reach our hands up toward the ceiling or into cactus position and turn our torso, our hips, adjust our left foot to face the left side of the room, keeping your right knee bent. And then when you're there, lower your arms parallel to the floor, gazing out over your right fingertips. Bring your shoulder blades together behind you, lift your chest, and breathe through your nose. Now from here, we're going to straighten out our right leg, lower our right hand down to our right shin. Take your left hand to your left hip, placing our right hand gently on our right shin. You can turn your torso to the left side of the room. And from here, if you'd like, you can lift your left arm straight up to the ceiling. And if you want to go further, you can lower your right hand down to the floor. Breathing through your nose in full triangle pose. And we're going to inhale as we bend our right knee and bring our arms back parallel to the floor into Warrior Two. And then inhale as we move our left hand, our hips, our torso, adjust our left foot to face forward. Reach our hands up toward the ceiling on the inhale. Exhale as we bring our torso forward, place our hands on the outside of our right foot, step our left foot forward. Inhale up halfway and relax down. Now from here, we're going to bend our knees as if we're squatting on the floor. Lift your heels off the ground. So bend your knees, place your hands on the floor, bend your knees, lift your heels off the ground. And just take a moment to breathe, relax your feet. And then just sit down all the way. You can bring your hands behind you, lower your hips to the ground. Inhale, reach your hands up toward the ceiling, and exhale, lower them down. Now this time we're going to inhale, reaching up, keeping our neck and spine in alignment. Exhale, tilt your torso as far forward as you can, and then lower your arms to the outside of your legs. Inhale, lifting your chest, and exhale, relaxing your torso. Try not to bend your head, but relax your torso over your legs. Imagine your chest is touching the front of your feet. And then inhale, reaching up, and exhale, bring your hands down by your side. Take your left foot to the outside of your right thigh with your left knee in the air. And if you'd like, you can bend your right leg or just stay with your right leg straight. Take your left hand behind you near your left hip for support. So the left knee is in the air, the left hand is behind you near your left hip for support. Take your right arm to the right side of your body. Check that your hips are on the ground. Keep your hips on the ground as we do this. Try not to lift one hip or the other off the ground. So be conscious of that. Go as far as you can while keeping your hips on the ground. Take a deep breath, inhale through your nose. And as you exhale, turn your torso to the left side as you take your right arm and wrap it around the top of your left knee, turning to the left side, inhaling with a straight spine, exhaling, gently twisting to the left side of the room. If you'd like, you can take your left hand behind your torso and grab your right hip with your left hand. Inhaling with a straight spine and exhaling. If you'd like a deeper stretch, you can take your right arm to the outside of your left thigh as you exhale, twisting to the left side. And release, come all the way around to the right side. And then straighten out your legs, gently lift your knees up and down. And we're going to switch to the other side. So take your right foot to the outside of your left leg. The right knee is in the air, bent. If you'd like, you can bend your left leg. Just make sure your hips are on the ground. Sit up straight. Right knee is in the air. Take your right hand behind your right hip for support. Move your left arm to the left side of your body. Inhale and exhale as you take your left arm, wrap it around the top of your right knee, turning your torso to the right side of the room. Inhale with a straight spine and exhale with a straight spine. If you'd like, you can take your right hand behind your torso, grabbing your left hip. Inhaling and exhaling through your nose. And if you'd like a deeper stretch, you can take your left arm to the outside of your right thigh, gently twisting with each exhale. And release, come all the way around to the left side. And then straighten out your legs, gently lift your hips up and down. And then bend your knees as you scoot to the front of your mat. Arms parallel to the floor. And from here, we're going to pull our navel in as we inhale and exhale, slowly bringing our spine all the way down to the ground, moving our arms parallel to our shoulders with the palms of our hands facing up toward the ceiling. Now from here, we're gonna move our feet under our knees as much as we can. So walk your feet under your knees, and then walk your feet to the outer edges of your mat. Take a deep breath, inhale through your nose. And as you exhale, allow your knees to relax to the left side as you turn your head to gaze at your right hand, keeping your shoulders on the ground, knees relaxing to the left side, head gazing at your right hand. Breathing through your nose. And then inhale, bring your knees and head back to the center. Exhale, allow your knees to relax to the right side as you turn your head to gaze at your left hand. So knees are now relaxing on the right side, shoulders on the ground, gazing at our left hand. And then inhale, bring your neck, your head, your torso back to the center. Adjust your feet under your knees and move your arms down near your torso. Position your hands so that you could practically grab your ankles with your feet if you needed to. Pull your navel in toward your spine. And we're going to inhale and lift our hips off the ground, tightening our gluteal muscles, pushing the heels of our feet into the ground on the inhale. And then on the exhale, we're going to lower our hips down an inch away from the ground, not all the way. When you're ready to inhale, lift, reach, tighten your gluteal muscles. And when you're ready to exhale, coming down an inch away from the ground, not all the way. So follow your breath. Try and move with your breath, no holding your breath. Now, in the next inhale, we're going to keep our hips lifted off the ground. Continue breathing through your nose. While our hips are lifted, our gluteal muscles should be tight as we're pushing our heels of our feet into the ground. Inhaling and exhaling through our nose. Now, on the next exhale, we're going to lower our hips all the way down to the ground. And then we're going to straighten our right leg, keeping our left knee bent. Lift your left foot off the ground and interlace your fingers below your left knee on your left shin. Relax your left foot. Take a deep breath through your nose. And as you exhale, gently pull your left shin and knee toward your left shoulder, your outer left torso area. Keeping the right leg on the ground, keeping your hips on the ground. With each exhale, gently pulling your left shin and knee toward your left shoulder. Right leg should be on the ground. Hips, both hips on the ground. And release, lower your left foot. Release your hands from your left shin. Straighten out your left leg and bend your right knee and put your right foot on the ground. Now lift your right foot off the ground and interlace your fingers below your right knee on your right shin. Relax your right foot. Observe your left leg on the ground. Take a deep breath. Inhale through your nose. And as you exhale, gently pull your right shin and knee toward your right shoulder, keeping the left leg on the ground, keeping your hips on the ground. With each exhale, gently pulling Your right shin and knee toward your right shoulder. And then release. Lower your right foot down. Release your hands from your right shin. Bend your left knee so both knees are now bent. And lift your feet into the air. Lift your hands into the air. Bend your knees and grab the outer edges of your feet. Pull your feet down so that your knees go to the outside of your shoulders in happy baby pose. And from here, we're going to alternate lifting our feet, rocking side to side, massaging our spine. You can also rock up and down, releasing any tension you may feel in your back or in your shoulders, moving around as much as you can, breathing through your nose. And if you rock out of it, just get back in. And then inhale your feet up and your hands up toward the ceiling. And exhale, lower your feet and your hands down. Straighten your body out on your mat. And we're going to do the final pose for the evening, which is Srivasana. Srivasana is a conscious relaxation. So close your eyes and focus on your breathing. As you inhale, allow your abdomen to expand. And as you exhale, allow your navel to contract toward your spine. Separate the heels of your feet. Allow your toes to relax to the sides. Move your arms away from your torso with the palms of your hands facing the ceiling. Focus on your breath. Relax your jaw. Relax your shoulders. Relax your arms. Relax your wrists and your fingers. Relax your hips. Relax your legs and your ankles and toes. Observe your breath getting longer as your body relaxes. Now wiggle your toes and your fingers. And then slowly move your hands above your head and stretch your body. When you're ready, bend your knees and bring them close to your chest and rock side to side. And then move your body to one side and take a few deep breaths through your nose. And then push yourself up to a comfortable seated position. We'll end the practice with a breathing exercise. We're going to inhale as we raise, we're going to inhale through our nose as we raise our hands above our head, and then exhale through our mouth with a strong exhale. We're going to do that 3 times, and then we'll end with the final 4th breath. So go ahead and inhale. Again. Again. Now this time, inhale through your nose and bring your palms of your hands together. Exhale through your nose, pausing at your third eye for kind thoughts, pausing at your lips for kind words, and pausing at your heart center for kind intentions. Namaste. All right. Well, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow.